are here asking people at NYC Pride, how many genders are there? How many genders are there?
I don't know, however many people want. I just say mind your business.
I like that. Well, how many genders can you give birth?
Literally, go away from me.
Can we ask y'all some questions to our YouTube show?
Okay.
Hey, Mark. Dang. But hey, can y'all answer how many genders?
Can you back up?
Oh, sorry, man. Let's see. How many genders are there?
I believe there's an infinite spectrum.
How many genders can have a baby?
There's a difference between gender and sex.
How many sexes can have a baby?
I mean, it takes 2 sexes in order to have a baby.
Like, how many sexes can like have a baby out of their womb?
Well, any individual that has a womb.
So that's how many? Infinite? I'm asking people. I'm just trying to get a clarification. So
If you have a womb, your gender can be in an infinite spectrum, but...
So you're a birthing person. I love it. Thank you.
I just keep thinking to myself that 10 years ago this would have been a parody, and just by watching these people, it's sad that this generation became like this. Gender to these people is like a personality trait, and you can see in their faces that they know the correct answer, but they need to answer as it relates to the culture that they are a part of. But anyway, let them live in their delusion, because you can't fix someone who doesn't want to be fixed.
Total free world. We're advocates of not mistreating little children to death. That's the position that we oppose, the F them kids position. Third time I've heard it today. What's that? F them kids? We do think that that's what it's about. We think that the reason people like yourself like abortion is because you hate kids and because you hate God who created those kids and made them in his image.
I think murder's pretty cool.
Murder's cool.
What are your pronouns?
Either she, her, or they, them.
What does they, them mean?
Pretty much it's when I'm feeling more of not gender confined, like pretty much no gender. I choose to go by they, them.
So you don't feel like a gender sometimes?
Pretty much. Like, I'm still questioning what my gender is. Like.
So how does that process work?
Pretty much just I'm playing around with different gender identities and different pronouns until I figure out exactly which one.
And so some days you feel like a what, and some days you feel like a what?
Some days I feel she, her. Other days, like today, I'm feeling more no gender.
Wow.
Do you agree that there are only males and females in the human race?
No.
Okay, so you definitely don't agree with my conclusion then at all.
No.
We actually are totally on opposite sides of this question, it turns out. So what are the other categories if not male and female?
We're going to be here all night if I have to doing that.
We're not, because there's none that you can list. So it's
What do you identify yourself as?
I identify as a cis girl and bisexual.
How about you? Bisexual trans woman. What do you think is the best thing about being bi?
The options. I get to choose literally whoever that I like and obviously likes me back.
What's the best thing about being trans? Oh my god, I've got both worlds. I lived growing up as a male and I got to experience what that was like, and now I get to see the other side. It's a whole nother world, different rules. It's beautiful. I understand all sides.
I identify as which? Where's my motherfucking money?
Hi, I'm Nicole, and my pronouns are she, they, z.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
And I am gender fluid.
But of course you are.
But I'm the type of gender fluid who never goes fully into man.
Everybody knows you never go full.
Man. Maybe I'll go fully into woman, but I'll never go fully into man. But I will go into mask.
What?
So when I'm feeling, feminine, my pronouns are she, her. When I'm feeling a little less feminine, but still feminine, it's going to be she, they. But on the opposite end of the spectrum, I am Zeezer.
That's not a real thing.
That is because to me, personally, and this isn't kosher, this isn't orthodox, I personally view Zem to be somewhat masculine, like he, him, except you put a little Z, because, it's a little different. So like you say like he's over there, just say Z's over there. So as I wake up on this lazy Sunday afternoon, my pronouns today are Zeezer.
It's as simple as that.
Hi. I use she, her pronouns. I'm not sir. Yeah, like it's like a knife in the heart. I did specifically ask ahead of time not to be called sir. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Okay. The Sweetwater starts at okay. Not.
I'm so sorry. I apologize.
It's just always like a knife. It always hurts every single time. I was wondering if there's a manager I could talk to about something that happened. Yeah, I was called sir. Oh, okay. It just really sucks every time it happens. I don't need to be called ma'am. I just need to not be called sir, you know? Did you call me sir? I just want to tell you that the person who gave me this called me sir.
What?
Called me sir.
Oh.
It's just like, it kind of just hurts a lot to get called sir.
Oh, sorry about that.
They aren't misgendering you. You are misgendering yourself. And we should not condone these types of mental health issues. Stop blaming everyone else for misgendering yourself. And you know what's the funny and crazy part about this is? That he is recording himself to get some views out of quote-unquote getting misgendered.
I'm a biologist. Are you saying that a woman is only a person who has 2 X chromosomes?
I think that's the scientific definition, yes.
It's actually not. You can be a woman with female genitalia and be XY.
You're talking about a very rare condition known as intersexed. What we're talking about in our culture are people with perfectly normal functioning sexual organs trying to have them removed and trying to transition to another gender, which is impossible scientifically. What I'm saying is the way out of that problem is not surgery according to the data. It's practically the same rate whether they have the surgery or not. My problem is with the children.
Is there a magic button at 18 that instantly makes you feel like you know who you are and absolutely what your gender is?
No, we've just chosen 18 kind of as the adulthood crossing point, although for some issues it's 21, like drinking. No, maybe it's later than 18.
And that sucks, but why do you have to call the cops over that?
Look at my ear. Like, this is assault. What do you mean? It's battery.
Something wrong with her. She don't got it all. She ain't got it all.
Should we just let that happen? I just gotta...
No, but you shouldn't be calling the cops.
Why not? You should.
And why are you letting this organization detain people like that? They're not the cops. I'm not drunk at all, actually. I live in the neighborhood and I know about your organization. Y'all just act as intermediary cops, and you're not supposed to detain people.
He has to be accounted for that.
Why?
He just punched him in the face.
So then why don't they account for it?
You want him to kick his...
No, not necessarily.
All right, then what else do you want? That's what their job.
Yeah, you're not gonna go without consequences for punching someone. You can't get away with it, especially if the cops are nearby. It's like they're against normal policing, but are all for actual authoritarianism.
Okay, is it okay if I touch you?
Yeah?
Okay, cool.
Is it okay if I touch you?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so before we get started, do you mind if I touch you?
Why? Are you a witch?
No, I'm just asking for your permission.
So how are you supposed to cut my hair if you don't touch me?
I'm just giving you asking for permission.
Don't ask me no stupid questions, please.
No
If I let your evil spirit cut my hair.
What are your pronouns?
They, them. She, they.
I'm glad we exchanged those.
What are your pronouns, by the way? Oh, they, them. Okay, thank you for asking.
Yes! What do you want me to refer to you as? Like, what's your
Like I told you, you are a witch.
No,
Why are you a ritualist?
I'm just asking.
What do I look like?
Okay, he, she, Z, G.
In fact, it's okay. I don't need no more airport.
Then how you gonna get to the wedding?
Don't worry, you'll find out.
Really have a right to be treated respectfully.
We are unfortunately running out of time, but Peter, I just want to get one final thought from you. Are there words that are used to describe men that offend you?
Not particularly, and if there are some I don't like, I certainly wouldn't want them banned, but it always goes back to that old adage, sticks and stones may break my bones, but there will always be something to offend a feminist.
Peter,
no, that's just obnoxious.
Peter,
Sorry, you have to give me a chance.
I don't think you can be sexist towards men, and I don't think you can be racist towards white people.
How have you arrived at that conclusion?
That's a good question. I don't know, just hearing like all the stories about like all this messed up stuff they did in the past, like I'm not even black, but I have a grudge against them.
Are you referring to slavery?
Yeah, and just like the treatment of them over time since then, like all the discrimination.
Do you think that white people were the only ones who engaged in slavery?
So wait, are you trying to like say that like white people were slaves too?
Yeah, white people were also slaves.
That's where the term slave comes from, is the Slavic region.
Exactly.
That's why Eastern Europeans are so oppressed even within Europe.
I don't know, but I didn't see them oppressed over here that much. Like, I don't know. In history, I don't see books talking about the oppression of white people.
Yeah, that's a problem.
We're going to be here all night. Don't worry, we have all night. That silence answered the question on behalf of you. Just accept that you lost the argument and you learned something new.
Travis Allen, he was a girls' soccer coach at Randolph Union Middle School in Vermont. He was just suspended from his job without pay because he complained about a male student looming around the girls' locker room. Then the school punished Travis Allen's daughter, Blake Allen, for speaking about it too. Travis, you complained about a man in the women's locker room and you were punished?
Correct. I made a social media post that referred to the male student as a male, and I was punished because I misgendered him.
Blake Allen, what did you do wrong in the eyes of the school and how were you punished?
I was in the locker room and the trans student walked in. The rest of the team was in there. I was really uncomfortable and I left and I told the school and they just shut me down and said there's nothing they could do. And I was later suspended.
How old were you when this happened?
I'm 14, I'm a freshman.
And when you complained about a dude in the girls' locker room, you got suspended?
Yes.
This is the craziest stuff that I've ever heard. Suspending both father and daughter for speaking the truth. Yeah, that tells you that the educational system wants to control the way you think and wants to force their ideology on students.
Literally, I'm seeing so many white people right now going on like organizer retreats and posting about their joy and how awesome it was. Honestly, I want to see more of y'all like sitting your ass at home and giving your money to black and brown people so they can do that shit. I want to see more of y'all like sitting your ass at home and giving your money to black and brown people so they can do that.
Hi there, my name's Katie and I'm a non-binary teacher. And this is my classroom library. And as you can see, it has a lot of books, but there's one big problem with it. None of them look or act or feel like me. So you can help by going to the link in my profile and donating to my Donors Choose project to get more LGBTQ plus friendly books in our school from kindergarten all the way to 8th grade. Thanks.
Girl, what even is an LGBTQ friendly book for kindergartners? What does that even mean? And what is with this sort of self-centered mindset that the books in your classroom need to somehow be a reflection of you or need to revolve around you? When you become an educator/teacher, you are there to educate. You are not there to insert yourself, your own ideology, your own sense of who you are into the classroom. If I went into a classroom for my future children and this was their teacher, out the next day.
Define woman. Go, please. One of you.
A person who their internal idea of what they are is a woman.
Terrible definition. Coming from a lesbian, that destroys the very concept of our sexual orientation. Just saying that it's an idea.
Why?
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 Because you can't be connected and sexually attracted to somebody's brain.
LGBTQRSTUV. Well, how about an H in there for heterosexual?